I'm Flavia Leone, and you're watching the Permanent Rain Press.
Hi everyone, it's Chloe with the Permanent Rain Press. Today I'm excited to be joined by Flavia Leone. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
I'm happy to hear it. I know it's been a busy past few months for you since the release of Diaries on Netflix, which we will talk about in just a moment. But first off, what can you share about your background in the arts and when you knew you had a love for performing?
Yes, it all really started in quarantine. I started making self-tapes with the help of my sister and my mom. And then I started having small experiences like figurations or spots for TV. And I immediately started love the set and the set life. I also have a great passion for cinema. I always watch film like in the evening. So I immediately loved the set life, and I always wanted to have new experience. So it's how it started all.
It's interesting to hear that it started so soon for you, I guess within the past 2 years, because I feel like, you had so much to tackle and hold with this character in the show, and you did it so well. Outside of acting, you have a passion for sports, including dance, tennis, swimming, horse riding. Were you always active growing up and interested in trying new activities?
Yes, of course. I always have a great passion for sport. I grew up in a very sportive family. My sister is like me, maybe even more. And like at the age of 3, I started skiing. At 6, I started tennis, and I played for 10 years, almost 10 years. I stopped for the set because I couldn't do both. And but I really did every kind of sports, like fencing, skating, all of the sports. And like when I was little, the days were like I leave school and then go play sports. Sometimes I change my clothes even in the car because I had no time.
Yeah, always busy. I'm sure your parents driving you back and forth between school and after school activities was pretty chaotic, but I'm glad that you got all of those experiences. And I know Francesca, she also plays tennis. I asked her, but who is your favorite tennis player?
Oh, I would say Nadal or Federer, pretty
Yeah,
basic.
legends. Yeah, legends. The big
Yeah.
four. You also enjoy music. If you were not busy enough, you play the piano, guitar, and sing. Who or what started your love of music?
I think it started by myself. Yeah, I started playing guitar as a child, and the piano instead I started by myself, also in the quarantine, like acting. And I have a small piano keyboard at home, but I love music in any shades, like playing, singing, and also dancing. I love listening to music, the 80s and the 70s. I like listening to The Queen and also Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, and some Italian authors like Fabrizio De André, Raffaella Carrà, Lucio Dalla. But I don't write any lyrics or anything like that. I write something on the piano, my music.
In terms of singing, like what is your favorite song, like a cover of someone else's to sing at home? Like you're by yourself, what is the song that you always like to have on?
Like I love the Queen, so I would say "Don't Stop Me Now." It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Were you a fan of the movie that they Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie? Did you
Yeah.
like that one?
Yeah. Rami Malek, yes.
Yeah, he was phenomenal in that role, and of course, like it's a character that you want to do well and do justice. Let's talk about Diaries now. What can you share about your audition process?
For Diaries, I made 4 audition. Yeah, the first one was self-tape at home, and the other 3 was I went in presence. And the funny thing is the last casting was the morning after the European Championship final, the Italy won. So the morning after that, I did the casting. And then in the summer, I was announced that I've been chosen. And of course, I was like...
Yeah, it was
incredible.
such a happy, exciting moment. What did you enjoy about her qualities and what challenged you when playing this character?
I must say that me and Livia are pretty similar. I'm also a perfectionist like her, but I love her determination and also how she is selfless with others and especially with her friends. But it was challenging for me. Show her insecurity to say her opinions, because I'm the opposite. I always say what I think, so it was challenging for me.
I guess that's the great thing about acting is it kind of puts you outside of your comfort zone. And I love watching her journey. Which was your favorite scene to be a part of and why?
But it's difficult to choose only one. I can think about all the scenes in Ischia. They were all really amazing. But I would say the kiss scene with Pietro, because in addition to a very important scene, like the atmosphere on the set was amazing. We were in Ischia, and there was the sunset, a breathtaking sunset and a breathtaking view. And some of the people in the crew were crying because it was too beautiful, the atmosphere. So it's a beautiful memory for me.
And it's nice when the weather actually kind of reflects what's going on in the moment because you can't really control the weather, right?
It was perfect, yeah.
So when we meet Livia, she is dating Matteo, and she constantly has doubts about their relationship, but stays with him until the graffiti incident. Why was she so hesitant to leave him, and do you think she did genuinely like Matteo?
To understand Livia, I also made myself this question. I asked myself this question. I think she, of course, don't like Matteo. She thinks Matteo is part of the Miss Perfect pack, have a boyfriend. She thinks it's right to have a boyfriend, no? And Matteo is older, he play basketball. She had no idea that he's a bad guy. And then when she finds out the truth about him, of course, she finally break up with him and understand that he is not good for her.
I love the scenes that she shares with Isabel, Monica, and Daniele because they are so open with each other. How much fun were these scenes to film and kind of build their friendship throughout the season?
Filming the scene was very funny. And sometimes it was difficult because we couldn't stop laughing and they yelled at us and it was embarrassing. But now we are very friends and I have really beautiful memories from the set.
So episode 11 was a big one for Olivia. It was the finals of the triathlon. Take me through that come from behind win and how you were feeling, because it was during the race where Olivia had to realize that she was running for herself and not anyone else.
Yeah, the triathlon race, in my opinion, is the real beginning of the Livia's change, because she is tired of being Miss Perfect. She also said so. She is really starting to let herself go and yeah, to race for herself, not for others. And I can say a spoiler, right? Yeah, okay. In fact, that help her because she win the race. So it was the right thing to do.
And then celebrating with 2D, her friends after the win. I thought that like obviously when you're filming it, you don't have the music in the back, but when you watched that scene, were you moved by how kind of emotional that moment was?
Yes. Also, filming was emotional because I play a lot of sports, so I know what win a race is like. So yeah, it was emotional also to watch it with the music.
And Larissa I Pacino, the long jumper, was also there. She made a little cameo. That must have been cool to have her on set.
Ah, yes, Larissa Yapikino. Yeah, it was amazing, and she's really nice.
I forgot to mention this about Matteo, but I just loved that Livia and Silverio's relationship in the show. And when he throws the calzone or the food at his face was so funny. Was it funny to kind of be there when it was filmed? How many times did he throw it at his face?
Like only two because we didn't have much pizza to throw.
But he get the aim right, otherwise yeah he probably didn't want to continue cleaning the food off his face.
Yes, also yes, it was.
Now Livia says that her safe space is her room, the only place she can be herself and isn't judged. What did you think about in the scenes with Livia and her family, her parents, her sister, because of the constant weight of expectations on her?
Yeah, this is another important scene because describes Olivia very much. She's in her room with her music, and she started dancing at the beginning slowly, and then more and more energetically, so that she take off her ponytail. At the moment, she feels herself. She feels right without having to think about all the expectation of the others, especially of the family. And she is somehow taking that weight off.
Her older sister, like she mentions, that's kind of why her parents put expectations on Livia, because her older sister kind of went through some problems. Do you think, though, that she has an overall good relationship with her parents?
Yeah, she has a good relationship with her parents, but I think that there is a misunderstanding, because the parents thinks that Livia is the mature one, but Livia thinks that one time the parents have to also think about her, like the wolf scene where the parents weren't to the race for Elisa.
And I love when she did let her hair down in her bedroom, because that was like a symbol, I think, that her mom is always giving her the hair tie, which talks about that control or that obedience. We see her pushback at the end, she decides to rejoin 2D and fight for her class. Was that an important moment for you in Livia's journey?
Yeah, it was a very important moment, especially because Livia finally finds the courage to do what she thinks is right and not what the others think is right. And it is a very meaningful scene too, full of concentrated emotions based on look and not on words. So it was important and also pretty difficult.
Yeah, it was a very powerful moment, and seeing the
Powerful.
students' first banner. Now, I love seeing Livia and Pietro's relationship evolve because they have all these sweet moments that end in disappointment and sour notes, like in Rome when he is spray painting the wall outside the school. And it's usually Pietro who is pursuing Livia and trying to ask her out. At the core of her feelings that she keeps to herself, she doesn't share with others. Why does Livia like Pietro?
Oh, Livia likes Pietro because somehow she would like to be like him, you know, a little rebellious, and this attracts her at the end, because I think at the beginning she's afraid of this side of Pietro. It's totally different from her, and but in the at the end she understands that it's right, like Pietro, not like her.
And I thought the two of you like had such great chemistry. What was it like working with Andrea on a lot of your scenes together?
Doing the scene with Andrea, I must say that it was very easy because even at the beginning, there was this chemistry that, of course, helped us. We had also a good relationship on set, and so we say it was easy.
It helps like when you trust the person who you're acting with and your scene partner. Now for Livia, she was sent the voice message from Pietro and Giulio about the bet. What is she feeling in that moment after receiving it?
I think she, of course, feels betrayed, you know, because Pietro, she trusted Pietro, and that kiss for her was really important. And somehow she thought it was fake, and she was also feeling stupid because she fell in the trap of the bet, and yeah, so betrayed and a little bit stupid.
It's a lot of emotions to deal with, and we only see like the brief period after she hears it, but hopefully we get to see what plays out. And that leads me to my next question. What might you like to see from Livia and her story if you are renewed for a season 2?
In season 2, I hope to see a more confident Livia, of course, a little rebel, why not? But I am really curious to see what happened with Pietro. I'm also curious, but I don't know. I hope they find peace, of course, but who knows?
I will put some ideas out there and see what you think. So her relationship with her family, like her parents, I'm thinking that it will be a bit of, a bit difficult because her parents, like her mother especially, has seen her rebel, and that will affect her life at home.
Yeah, surprising for her parents, maybe.
But who knows?
But
It could be a good thing, maybe.
yeah, for Livia, of course, a little more like Elisa.
I'm sure her sister, if she hears what happened, her sister would be proud of her. In terms
Really
of
proud.
relationships, I might also like to see Livia just choose herself and not have a boyfriend, because I think she still has a lot of growing to do.
I like this one. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure
No boyfriend.
who needs the boys? Like, she can just hang out with her friends, and I think that she could be happy. Now, you did have some kiss scenes like you mentioned, so I was curious if you had an intimacy coordinator or someone on set to support you and make sure that you felt safe and comfortable in these scenes.
No, we haven't. What did you call it?
The intimacy coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah. A while, an acting coach who helped us with the memory of the scripts and the scene in general. So also, yeah, for the relationship, I would say. But we call it acting coach, and she was Ariana. She was really cute and really nice for us.
Take me behind the scenes. What are some of your favorite memories from set and working with this cast and crew?
In breaks, we had a really great time. We laughed a lot, of course. We took pictures, and me and Biagio also danced a lot. Like every time the camera was not rolling and I was with Biagio, we were just dancing. And then we were also really hungry. Yeah, sometimes they gave us pizza and other things like that. And the main thing was not, how can I say that, was not too dirty, the clothes, the stage clothes.
Yeah, making sure that you keep your outfit clean for the scene.
Yes.
You don't want to go in there and then you got stains on your shirt, and then they have to take time to clean it. Biagio, we talked to him about, I saw the TikToks of you two dancing together. I said, you need to learn
Yes.
a full routine, like a Latin ballroom dance, and then perform it. I think people would want to see.
More of Latin dancing.
But it must be like nice to have that just relationship with your co-stars who you met on set for the first time. So what is your relationship like with them today?
Yeah, we are like a family because we had seen each other like every day. And we spend a lot of time together. Even this summer, we spend a lot of time together. And even if we are not all from Rome, like Andrea is from Sardinia and Sofia is from Terracina, like 1 hour from Rome. And so, but we continue to see each other anyway. So yeah, we're like a family.
Yeah, I love to hear that. And the response to the show has been very positive, a lot of love on social media. What have been some things that you've seen or messages you've received, and what has it meant to you?
It's really amazing. I still don't realize. And now after July 26th, we have also international fans. And the funny thing is that they write to me in all the languages, and it's very funny read these messages. The most frequent thing they ask me, of course, is ask for season 2 and what happened to Livia and Pietro. And but they also write a lot of very nice messages with compliments, and they are all really nice. I love them.
Is it still funny or crazy to think about that there are people who take a lot of time out of their day to create accounts for you?
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I'm so thankful.
and it's so well deserved because you did a great job with the show. I have one more question for you, our signature question. If you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
I have to say that I'm not a big fan of gelato ice cream, but I eat it, but I'm not a big fan. But I would be lemon because I like lemon, and because I'm a sunny person, and the sun is the color of the lemon. But I think I can also be sour when I get mad or something like that. And yeah, for these reasons.
Lemon's a good flavor. Sometimes I think you need a little bit of sourness and like the zing. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much, Flavia, for taking the time to chat.
It was, oh my God.
Someone is out there.
I think someone fell. I don't know. Okay.
I hope that
Sorry.
they are okay. No.
It was amazing. Thank you.
We really appreciate it. I hope someone is okay outside your place, but
I hope so.
you can go check on them in just a moment. But for all those watching, thank you. We will have more interviews coming with Cass soon. Until then, make sure to watch Flavia in Diaries. It is out on Netflix, and we will see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.